Hi, welcome to Motorcycle Tours to Spain. Top tips. Turning left in Spain. Turning left in Spain is not generally a big issue, but there is something they do. There's one method, one system they have for turning left in Spain, which is something we're not generally used to in the UK. And if you're not aware of it, if you don't know it's there, it can catch you out. I know I've stopped talking. I'm just enjoying the road, and I love this tunnel. We're going to turn left in a minute. Hang on. Here we go. So when you're riding in Spain, whether you're turning left or not, don't cross the central white line up the middle of the carriageway. Whether it's when you're turning left or when you're going for an overtake or pulling back in for an overtake. Find the broken white lines, which we can just see there in front of Natalie. That's where they want you to turn left. So don't cross a solid white line. That's the first top tip. The next one actually has come up accidental while I've been watching this video. Depends on the weather, of course, but if you can, park your bike in the shade. It makes a lot of sense, and your bike seat won't be so hot when you get back to it. The next left-hand turn is another straightforward left-hand turn. You're riding up the right-hand side of the road, and there's a waiting area in the central carriageway for you to turn left. A quick word on these stop signs. Any stop line, whether it's at this kind of junction or any other in Spain, they're expecting you to put your foot down. Now, if the old bill's not about, does it really matter? Well, that's for you to judge. But if the bill is around, I would certainly recommend that you actually do dab a foot on the floor at any stop sign. Let me just show you this. This is our favorite location for camping in Spain. We've got our campsites located just up this road here, and this is the view we wake up to in the morning. How cool is that? Right, the next left turn. Let's do that. Hi, this is the left-hand turn that I particularly wanted to talk about. Now, this is Riaño. It's in the Picos de Europa. Now, depending on which route you've taken to get here, this type of left-hand turn is quite possibly the first one of its type that you've come across in Spain, and they're all over the place. One of the problems that this particular one causes is that on the route into Riaño, you've been spoilt and you've got sensory perception overload. You're absorbing all these mountains and the lake view. Depending on the route you've taken in, you've probably come up a super lovely, fast, sweeping road with gorgeous bends, with the lake on your left, and you come around the corner to Riaño, and you're still absorbing all this. Probably the first day you've actually had a full day's ride in Spain. And we get here and we want to fill up with fuel perhaps, or we want to go into Riaño for some coffee. And it's tempting to turn left, but you can't turn left just here for two reasons. One reason is you've got no entry signs in the garage, and also you've got a solid white line all the way up the middle of this road, and I've just talked about solid white lines. So you're thinking, how the heck do I get to this garage? Well, what you've got to do is just come out of street view a second. You come along this road on the right hand side. Here's the garage here. You come along here, turn right into this little bend, stop at the stop sign, and then cross the road. And this type of turn is really classic and typical in Spain. There's another one up here. If we are coming up this road from the garage, we're riding on the right, and here to turn left, we've got to go into this little waiting area, stop at the stop sign, and turn left across here. A couple of other points I'll quickly say about Riaño. Round the back of this garage, there's two streets, and there's fabulous breakfast just there, or there's fabulous breakfast just there. And something else while I'm here is worth mentioning. We do a lot of camping tours, and we often get asked the question, or people will comment, said, oh, it's a shame it's camping. I'd come if it was hotels. Well, any of our tours can be hotel tours. There's always options for alternatives. Many of the campsites we stop off have got lodges or bungalows, or you can have a local hotel or hostel, and there's a particularly good one here that I want to point out to you in Riaño. If I stick that man down there, this one's got lake views, and if I spin it round, there's the hostel. Not an expensive hostel, really good. There's a restaurant underneath, and that's quite in the centre of Riaño if you wanted to walk and eat somewhere else. And just to put that in perspective, the the centre of Riaño's here, where the hostel is I just mentioned, and our campsite is just there. So even if you didn't want to camp and you wanted to stay nearby, you're really local to us. I think that's it, guys. Ride safe.